Welcome everyone to this interview for Striking Balance 22. I'm Joanna Glad, the technology advocate at Weavy. With me, I've got Joel Parks, the junior product manager at Wijmo from Grape City. And our guests today are the team members of Team The Inevitables who are participating in this competition. So, could you tell us one at a time a little bit about yourselves, your journey as developers? How did you start developing? What do you do right now? And what do you like most about programming? Who wants to start?
Okay, hi everyone. So I'm Arjun. I'm the team lead of the Inevitables. So we joined or we created the Inevitables a few years back, 2019, I presume. And Hackathon was the second hackathon we participated in. So we were very interested in participating in VV as well. So we have quite a hands-on experience in the last VV hackathon as well. So VV was something we can integrate easily. So that was the main attraction for us to be in this hackathon. And Vijmo is obviously an uncharted territory for us. So we want to try that also. So moving ahead, I think we can start with self-introduction. Akshaymon, can you start with yourself?
Yeah,
You can
hi
roll it.
everyone. Yeah, so my name is Akshay, and I'm working as an assistant systems engineer at a company called TCS in India. So, like coming to our developer journey, we are a group that we form while studying in college, and all four of us, right? So, curiosity was one of the factors that held us together. We always like to build things. We always discussed ideas, and when we were exposed to the theme of hackathons, we were really interested because in a 24-hour hour framework, or like just maybe 10 to 15 days framework, we were able to build something out of the idea that we always had, right? So it was a great learning experience for us. So hackathons has contributed a lot to our learning journey, I would say. So especially for me now, currently I'm working as a mainframe developer. Other than that, for hobby programming, I use Node, React, and recently I started learning React Native. So yeah, so in the time other than work, we all collaborate together. Not only just for hackathons, we use our time wisely to mostly to discuss ideas. It might be stupid ideas, it must be crazy ideas, but we always come together to discuss them, and something somehow works out. And coming to VV, we've got a great history with VV. We've been part of the last two hackathons with VV. It was a great experience. I would say we both VV and us grown in a exponential way, right? So we can see that VV is growing, doing really good nowadays. We can see that the community that you guys have developed is really doing well. So yeah, we are really happy to be part of the current hackathon as well. Yeah, thank you. That's it.
Thank you. And
So, so I guess I will go next. So, hi everyone. I'm Akshay. I'm currently working as a systems engineer in TCS. So, currently working as a Java backend developer. So, coming to my developer journey, as Akshaymon told, like we were all in the same class in the same college. So it was something like curiosity, like same curiosity. It was something that was common to our group. So it made us stick to as a group, and eventually it made us into a all-out hackathon participating group in our college. So hackathon was being in a group as a person in hackathon was really special to me because it was something which helped me get a job actually as a fresher.
wow,
So so it was something special to me. So as a hobby, currently I am grinding on lead code. I'm trying to develop algorithm and data structure skills, problem solving skills actually. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Hello everyone. Coming to my journey, I started as an Azure DevOps engineer at one of the MNC here, UST Global. As a team of freshers, we were very curious about developing things new, trying out new things, and this hackathon helped us to learn new steps and whatever we do, we can implement easily. That was one of our plus point here. So basically, we start from the scratch and
whatever framework which we use, we learn and implement at that time only. Coming to that VV part, we were not familiar with the VV, and like VV was one of the framework which can easily integrate to any website or any Android application or anything which is really great. It was like a great learning experience as well, and obviously the team, we were like building stuff easily together. We had different knowledge backgrounds, and I mostly deal with the cloud backgrounds, and I mostly deal with the backend works. The best thing about our team is like we have different roles for everyone, and they were comfortable in their roles as well. That's what we think. That what's made us so successful in this hackathons. So just a little wrap up. We were the team Inevitables, and we have performed around 9 hackathons, and we got into 6 finals as well, including the couple of hackathons which was hosted by Microsoft and Google as well. So we were the title winners of the Microsoft hackathon, and we were the runner up for the Google hackathon as well. Thank you.
Okay, then I think it's me, right? So I'm Arjun. I'm okay. I'm an Azure DevOps engineer at UST. Have an IT industry experience of 2 years. When I participated in the first VV hackathons, I was not in the industry. I was a fresher just after college. So VV was something of the foundation journey for me into the professional industry as well. So after integrating VV into a couple of web apps, okay, I thought, okay, I can do well in full stack development. Then I joined to the cloud journey as well. As Akhil said, we got the chance to participate in over 9 hackathons, and this will be our 10th. And I think in this year also we have participated over 4 hackathons. Yeah, so we are not looking on to something. We are always looking for uncharted territory ideas. So something we can learn, something we can distribute, or we can perform in our way, and we can use our skills in a way that it can contribute to society as well. And of course, we want to include more ideas as well. That's our
Okay.
main aim and theme. And we have known Chris for over 2 years, so yeah, that's our connection with VV as well.
All right. So obviously you joined the last hackathon for Weavy, and I think you finished second. Is that
Yes.
correct? Yeah. Congratulations. And you're here again. Why do you think people should join Weavy's hackathons?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So when we participated in the last hackathon, I think the documentation was different. Everything was different. So after 7 months, I think 7 months, right? October was the last hackathon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. After that 7 months, the VV has been changed entirely. New features have been added.
Yeah.
New documentations have been added. So we were also very thrilled to know that VV has been growing exponentially, and we will also be a part of that also. That's the first thing we came to. I mean, okay,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, we have a history with VV, so we should give something to them as well.
Okay. And when you design a project for a hackathon, what motivates you the most?
Okay, first of all, we want to do a crazy idea, and we want to make it into a realistic thing. That's the main aim of our group as well. So, we know, without being in the realistic sense, we have to make something. Okay, if someone says that is impossible, we will try to make that possible and make into the real world, so that everyone can see, okay, this is something we can do in the real world, and it can be done. So that's one of the main themes also.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and also one the other thing is that we always focus on open innovation themes, and
Yeah.
I believe that VV has always provided that theme in every one of our hackathons, so we can play around with anything and everything. And also, your guys' tech support is amazing. Whenever we are stuck at anything, we used to reach out to you guys, and you guys used to help. So I believe that the community that you're building up is going to be awesome. So everyone or anyone interested should participate in this hackathon so that we can network, we can build up the community, and that can take us further in the career rather than just focusing on some products or projects like that. And also it's a great learning experience, right, more than the prizes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think we were one of the few members, first members of the community as well. We community.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
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 Wow. Um, and for striking balance, what are you most interested in, or what do you think is the coolest thing about this hackathon?
It's the integration between Wijmo and Weavy. So Wijmo is providing a lot of extensions in their part, and Weavy is providing a lot of extensions in Weavy's part. So I thought, okay, collaborating is two giants are collaborating. So what can we do in our way so that we can make a prototype in a way that that have best of the both worlds. So that's our yeah that was our intention in
Okay,
joining this one.
cool. So I believe Joel has some questions as well for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so luckily I've had a chance to take a look at your proposal for Framebox, and I think it's an awesome idea. I think it's got a lot of uses both in practical sense, in real world situations, as well as you guys do a lot of hackathons. So if everything turns out well with this, like in your proposal, I think this could be very useful for you guys down the line. Um, that way I'm not explaining it. Would one of you care to just kind of give a little bit of overview of what you guys are trying to do with Framebox?
Sure, yes. Like as we said, we've been part of many hackathons. Apart from hackathons, also when we are starting with an idea, and we got to wireframe it, right? So we need a basic structure, and all of us are working remotely. We all are from very far places. We cannot come together at a single place to discuss ideas. It would be mostly over Zoom calls or Google Meet calls. So while assigning works to each person, it's really difficult to focus on a single theme because everyone will be having different ideas, right? And everyone will be approaching the problem in a different way. So bringing about a standard for developing is something that we thought like that was a problem that we used to face. So the first thing we would do is like we would open up a docs sheet, we will build draw the wireframes, we will draw the components, and that's how we used to go with the things. So what if we had a solution that would help us to make that process easier? So we know we have a lot of no code low code solutions, but when we needed an efficient and interactive prototype with a like we can with which we can build a well defined wireframe of a web app within minutes, it would be great. We have hands-on experience in integrating VV, so the first thought that came into our mind was like we can make it even easier, right? With just a drag and drop of a click, and also Wijmo, right? We saw many components there, and it was really customizable as well, I believe. So using them would be helping us to build a wireframe really easily. So that was the first thought behind the idea proposal, and yeah, I think Arjun can also sell a little bit more about the solution from here.
Yeah, that was the main part as well. But in the use case and the audience of it will be a non-technical person should be able to do this, right? Should be able to develop a web app in a way that in a matter of minutes. That's the main aim. So the use case is for us and to the common person as well. So if a business person come to your site and come to this particular site and drag and drop the VV widgets and Wijmo widgets and create a new web app in a matter of minutes, that would be that will save a lot of cost as well, and it can be easy for showing a prototype to the team as well, to the engineering team as well. If the client has an idea and the client can showcase this idea in a matter of minutes, that would be great, right? That is happening to a lot of industry wise companies as well. The client idea and the developer idea will not be in sync, so that can also be eliminated through this process. So yeah, that's one of the thoughts as well.
So
So the use case
basic,
is for us and for the clients as well.
so basically, you're using this hackathon uh, as a way to make it easier for you in upcoming hackathons, right?
Yes,
Which I think
yes,
is
definitely.
very smart. It's a
Yeah,
very
Yeah,
good idea.
productivity and
right.
time management is one of the key things in the hackathons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we want to nail that one.
I think the other interesting thing that I noticed here is that you guys are going for, and it's gotten a lot popular in more recent years, but the low code no code solution, so that we can give people who aren't, say, um, programming literate, who aren't familiar with coding, the ability to go in and build something that would look reasonably like a developer had built that on their own. So I think that's a phenomenal thing, kind of bringing together both the tech and the non-tech sides of business to be able to easily collaborate on wireframing out an issue.
Yeah, that's just I said. The a non-technical person should be able to do this in a matter of minutes. That's the
Mhm.
ultimate aim for our prototype. And we haven't started the technical yet, so yeah, we have to look on that. We are currently figuring out and brainstorming ideas as well in the meantime.
Mhm. So, what are you guys most excited about when it comes to getting to implement Weavy and Wijmo into a project like this? Is there a lot of things from what you guys have seen that obviously what Weavy can do, and as you said, there have
Yeah.
been some changes that have been made along the way, and with Wijmo, you're learning a new library with a lot of new tools. So what are some of the things that excite you about these libraries and getting to work with them?
So VV on one hand, it's the coding is very simple, but it's very powerful. The feeds, the activity feeds was a lot of things. I know the last, I believe the last project we done with the VV was a Horizon. It's a classroom web app integrated with VV features in a which has a multitude of features as well. There was a 3D classroom, 3D library as well. So there were a lot of features, but the main thing was we were able to done that in 2 or 3 days. And the main and everything is being collaborated with VV. We have collaborated the files, file storage manager of the VV, a chatbot was there. Then there was the activity feed. So everything was easily customizable, and we were very surprised with that. So that's one thing excited about the VV. We want go for an open source solution, so it will take a few more days to go through the documentation. We have to find out, we have to integrate in a web app, we have to make sure that it works properly. So yeah, with VV it was very simple. On the Wijmo case, I say, as I said, it's an uncharted territory for us, so we have to look into that. I believe it will
Exactly
be,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, so
So
like ease of integration is one thing, and customizability is the other thing that we
I think,
identified with both the platforms and frameworks, right? So with Whichmo, when we went through the site, we saw loads and loads of widgets, right? And
yeah,
if we are able to customize them into private spaces, we just provides the spaces. We can divide them into spaces, and we can collaborate among developers themselves. So combining these two would be really powerful, I guess, because when as developers, when we are given a basic framework, and we can build on top of that, so that's really helpful for us, rather than from starting from the scratch. When we have a basic skeleton, and we can do anything from there. So I believe that which move will be really customizable, and we are hoping that with VV and by integrating which move, we'll be able to build wonderful things.
Awesome, yeah. Well, as the resident Wijmo engineer, I look forward to answering any questions that you guys may have about the product. I'm glad to offer my assistances to anyone who has questions. So, one other thing here. So, looking over the technologies, you guys are using front end for React. The React's going to be your front end. Your back end is going to be JavaScript, and then you have your database as MongoDB. Are these technologies that you guys are familiar with? Are these technologies that you guys maybe have used a little bit in the past, but wanted to get a little bit deeper of an understanding of how they work? I believe it was Akshaymon said that he was recently diving into React Native.
Yeah, for me, React Native is a really new technology. So, as we said, rather than spamming in a number of hackathons, what we always wanted to try it. In everything, we wanted to learn something new. It's at the end of the day, it's all about learning and gaining new skills. So, for me personally, React is a new thing. So, I would like to dive into it further. Arjun has a little bit experience, I guess. Akshay also has a bit experience in React, and Akhil is very good with MongoDB as well. So both of Akshay and Akhil are very good with backend stuff, and me and Arjun, we are trying to focus on the front end to build an interactive UI with React.
Cool. Great. I'm very excited to see how Framebox comes along throughout the hackathon. I think it's a phenomenal idea. I like the idea behind it. I like the low code no code solutions. I think we're seeing a lot more of those slowly come out to try and integrate the two different sides of business, the tech and the non-tech side. So I'm just very excited to see how this comes along.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we're running out of time. Is there anything else you have in mind you'd like to mention to the viewers?
Yeah, okay. Can you, as I said, the VV has changed a lot in the past 7 months from our point of view. So, what are these changes and how? What is the next path of VV? So, we would like to know about that.
Well, the new Weavy, which is called Weavy X, is focused on being easy to implement, even easier than before. Have you seen the new sandbox on the webpage?
No, we haven't tried that.
No, you should try it out. So
Yeah.
just using, I think it's like 5 lines of code or something like that, you can get the Messenger up in your app. Extremely easy, and there's going to be a lot more features coming that weren't there before, like mentions and GIFs and yeah, all kinds of things that were missing from before. So that's the main thing. A lot of these features are not ready yet, but they are coming very soon. So yeah, just making it as easy as possible. On the line of the no code, it's a thing that everyone should be able to use it.
Okay, seems like that is pretty aligned to our project
Yeah,
description.
yeah.
As someone who hadn't used Weavy prior to this hackathon, playing around with it a little bit in my own time with the key that they give me, it's so easy to implement. I was astounded at how quickly it just went into the application. So they're doing very impressive things over there.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Okay, one final little question. Is there a prize that you guys are particularly aiming for, or are you just going for the glory?
That's a
I
hard
guess,
question. So,
yeah, like we can always say, right, success is a side quest, and we always strive for greatness. So, yeah,
so last time we were striving for Expo Series S, so we got that one. This
Yes.
time
yeah,
we were just playing around,
we are just playing around. Yeah,
yeah, implementing this plan. Yeah. If we want to implement this one, this would be great. That's our main idea.
Okay, cool.
That's a good quote. I'm going to steal that in the future.
yeah. Sure, sure. And this in the collaboration is really interesting. Wijmo and Vivi, like how would you guys come about with this idea for a new hackathon by collaborating between these two giants? So how was the thought process, and we would like to know about that. Like,
uh,
Yeah.
Well, from our end, it was actually one of our former engineers has done some work with the Weavy team in the past, and he was the one who put us together, and we met up, the managers for both Weavy and Wijmo. We had a few conversations. Everything went well, and we thought that collaboration would be a great idea for a hackathon. Both collaborating between different libraries, but collaborating between two different companies.
Yeah, and we
yeah,
are
that's
very
so cool.
excited to see what you contestants can come up with using Weavy and Wijmo together. That's going to be very exciting for us as well. Okay, so thank you guys for coming here and telling us a little bit about yourselves and your project. We wish you the best of luck in the competition. We hope to see you in the finals, of course. And thank you, Joel, for joining as well.
Yeah, no problem. It was a pleasure to get to meet and talk to all of you.
And thank you to the viewers. The competition is still open. There's lots of time to join. It's a great way to make a change to something that you want to make a change to and win some nice prizes at the same time. We're actually going to announce a few more prizes very soon, which is very exciting. So there's going to be a link to the platform in the description box below on the side somewhere. Check out the platform, sign up, and I hope to see you. So, bye. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you,
guys.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
And say hi, Chris, from us. Okay.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.